Hello and good evening, everybody. I was trying to wait for a few more people to get in the chat, but I don't think YouTube is pushing my notifications out. So here we are. I didn't really plan to go live tonight, but I noticed Anthony wasn't, and I wanted to give Mike some kind of lead in, although I don't know that I'm going to be really doing much for his channel at this point. uh, but this is going to be a quickie. It's going to be a 2-hour live stream. Then I will send you all off to see Mike, and I will go to bed because 6 a.m. comes early. Other than that, not a whole lot new here in the pinch hitter speakeasy world. I do have a few new bottles, at least one of which I'm going to open tonight, and one of which I'm definitely not going to open, and the third one I might. But I'll show this off in a little bit when maybe there's more people here. And as some of you, as anybody who's joined might have noticed, I'm using EB Mux, as you can see up in the corner there. I decided to try out the hot new thing, and yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. Settle down. I see you in chat, John. So we'll see how this goes. I've never used this before. There'll probably be some fumbling around under the hood, but it should be a lot less bumpy than OBS and PDO Ninja. I guess I'll throw the link in the chat, and anyone who wants to join can. Well, it's nice to see that YouTube notified somebody. I'm starting to wonder. Cheers, Piper John. There is the link. Let's see what I don't know if I can pin that in here. I don't think I can. Let me unpin the other one. Bye bye. And the link is now pinned. Okay, that's funny. I just noticed at the back end when I'm looking at the chat. If I click on the three dots, one of the things says is warning: can't ban a chat owner or moderator. No, really? Did not. Get rid of the screen share there. And we have our first guest. That's not. I'm still. Oh, duh. I'm such an idiot.
I get a big red thing that says you're on stage. I'm like, oh shit.
Hang on a second. Why do I not have the mixer buttons? What the fuck? All right, give me a second here while I figure out why this isn't doing what I wanted to do. Okay, that's not it.
Cheers, Piper John.
Where are my stupid mixer buttons? Oh, is it? That's so fucking stupid. Ugh, I don't know. All right, that's annoying. Everybody should be on screen now, and everybody should be able to hear each other.
Yep. Please welcome to the stage the fat man from Wisconsin. There we go. Cheers, Jim.
Yeah, I didn't have the buttons to change the layouts because I set up some pro scenes so that I could use my transitions that I have for the doors. But then you do all the mixing manually unless you set things up beforehand outside of the live studio so that it has those layouts already set up and it just goes and does it. Lessons to be learned.
Yay. Yeah, I set the link to our text thread. So
Cool.
Cheers, Tater now.
Yeah, so right now I've got some ancient 10-star in the glass.
Nice. My first pour of the day to celebrate the Packers win today, so we're starting hardcore.
Who did they beat?
Jacksonville.
Big whoop.
Well, they barely beat them last second field goal.
Really?
Yeah, and Love went out hurt, and they just played like shit all day.
Uh,
So luckily they pulled one out. Thank you for beating Rodgers, though. Now I can hear more from the New York media about how Aaron Rodgers sucks. I love it.
Yeah, so I picked up 3 bottles recently because my resolve finally broke, and I went out and went to a bunch of stores cheaply because I was trying to find that Jimmy Russell 70th anniversary.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet either.
I haven't. I didn't see it anywhere.
Yeah.
I did see a few interesting things. One of which was a bottle of gin that I'll probably bring up once we get a few more people in here. I didn't buy it. I almost bought it, and then my common sense came back and said, "Wait, what the hell are you getting FOMO over a bottle of gin? That's linked to a celebrity whose music you don't listen to. What are you doing?"
Okay.
But Smoke Wagon has finally made it to the great state of Massachusetts. Yay!
Nice.
And the prices are kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But I was able to get Desert Colt for $45.
Nice.
Those of you who don't know, Desert Colt used to be Smoke Wagon the Younger. And I've seen Uncut Unfiltered. I saw it at one store for $73.99, and I know another store has it for $80. And I'm like, I don't think so. And that one, I might open that bottle. I don't know. The other bottle I bought that I know I'm opening.
Oh, nice.
This finally made it to Massachusetts too. Now I don't have to go to New Hampshire to get it. I've been wanting a bottle of that. Hey, it's Donald Rance. Cheers, Donald.
Hey, Donald. This finally made it to my little hick area last week, the 24.
Hang on, let me spot. Is that the hero selection there?
Yeah, the 24 finally found it to my little hick tongue.
I never saw the 23.
I never saw that. I'm on my second 23, and both have been hand deliveries. This was just on a shelf last Saturday in a little small Piggly Wiggly for $22. I was like, okay. It's the 20. I mean, the 23 is really good. This is still good, but it's really heavy peanut and it's a little thin.
And actually, I don't know if I should blame Donald or Matt Zitrick or some of my hunting, because when I saw Matt doing that live stream for with Dr. Don Livermore for what is it, JP Wiser's Good Arm Awards and Lot 40, I started driving around to find a bottle of Lot 40, and I did find it, but I didn't want to pay what they were asking for it.
Yeah.
Let me get Donald out of here. And the third bottle that I bought, which I'm not going to open today, is I picked up a bottle of Belmead Reserve.
The lower proof or the 108?
The 108.
Oh, you found one. Nice.
They're not that hard to find here. They're sitting on there's a lot of them sitting on shelves. But the one I found was a Total Wine, and they were clearing them out. $46.
Back up with a truck and just
yeah. I would have if if money was no object and I had space with no object, I might have just done that. But
yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty good deal.
Mm-hmm.
The friggin' clerk was trying to ask if I wanted any samples. It's like, no, I don't want samples of any of your house brand garbage.
Oh yeah, never.
But, let me actually find it. Oh yeah. There we go. and grab the images of that. Why is that? Oh, what the? Why is this comment back up? That's better. Yeah, just went and grab the images of that gin bottle. And normally I wouldn't pay any attention to gin, except I saw this on the shelf at a little store in Rhode Island that I had never been to before, and probably won't go back to again because their selection was appalling.
Okay.
But this bottle was like slapped me in the face because it stuck out to me. I'm like, what the is that? And it didn't help. It was sitting in the middle of the whiskey, a bunch of whiskey. And apparently it's a gin that the rapper Wiz Khalifa is doing in collaboration with, I can't remember the name of the company that produces. I think it's Sovereign Brands Incorporated or something.
Okay.
And the whoop. I just spill. And I'll probably bring this up again later if we can get more people in here. But since I don't have anything else to talk about, let me share a picture first of the tube, because the tube was what caught my eye. If I can zoom in at all. It's this vibrant purple tube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. And then I saw the name, and I don't know how readable that's going to be on screen. I can probably zoom in a little bit more.
I see it on the backstage feed, but I don't see it on the YouTube feed.
It's in the scene. Oh, I see. I didn't. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this. I should really be having this so many issues. This is kind of similar to using OBS. So let me zoom back.
Green and the violet fog. Okay.
Yeah. So I saw the tube. I was like, "What on earth?"
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if I zoom back in real quick so you can see the name. The Queen and the Violet Frog. Now, this tube is for the ultraviolet edition, which is the one that's being done with Wiz Khalifa. And apparently it's a gin made in Brazil with like 21 different botanicals or something.
Okay.
And what really had me interested in, and what kind of ultimately made me stop looking for a cheaper bottle, for a good price on a bottle of it, was the color of what's supposedly in the bottle. Stop sharing this one. Share the other image. What the heck is this? Okay, that was not what I meant to do. Well, that's one way to break things. Okay, that's better.
It's purple?
Supposedly.
Interesting.
This is what had me confused. Let me zoom in so you can see the bottle a little better.
I mean, is this lean or purple drink? One of the two.
Yeah, I mean, the thought did cross my mind. I'm like, am I buying imitation purple drink?
Can you imagine if you drank purple drink and it tasted like gin? Be like, what the hell?
Yeah. Now I say supposedly because I've seen the bottle one time I saw the bottle itself on the shelf and I was gonna buy it because it was like the first time the store in Rhode Island wanted like $34 for it, which I'm not paying $34 for gin, especially when I don't really drink it much. But there was a store that was closer to where I lived that wanted $26 for it, but their bottle, the liquid was clear.
Okay.
But I've seen all sorts of different videos of people online where the liquid is purple, so I don't know if maybe the first batch was purple and then subsequent batches weren't, or the other possibility.
Scroll down. Does it say hibiscus on that label?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
This is so stupid.
Interesting, because I had a hibiscus liqueur at Dancing Goat that was kind of like a fruit punch red.
You drink something that color, my brother. Waiting for the chat to populate. There it is. Can't drink something that color. My brother painted his bedroom that color when he was like 13 or 14. That's all I can think of when I see that color. Oh, Jesus. Yummy. Show screen. Yep. Hibiscus berry flavored gin. There is a regular version of McQueen in the Violent Fog that's just clear, and it's I don't believe it's hibiscus berry flavored. It's just their gin. But I couldn't figure out what the deal with the color was. Like I said, I couldn't figure out what the deal with the color was. I've seen plenty of videos where it looks like it was actually purple in the bottle. That picture shows it being purple in the bottle. Now it's in what? Okay. Oy. But supposedly the party trick, and this is why I'm wondering if they did something to the entire bottle for those videos. In the picture, supposedly the party trick for that vodka is when you mix it with either tonic or citrus, it changes color to like a pinkish purple hue.
Okay.
So I don't, but that was enough to make me go, okay, this is a little. I'm not going to be that guy. Because look at my weird bottle of gin, and then it's not what it says it is after I take it out of the package. Especially because again, I don't drink gin that much, and I'd have to go buy tonic and then drink a whole bunch of G&Ts to get rid of that bottle, and it's more liquor I don't need. But for a minute there, I had some serious FOMO. Just because that bottle, like, 2 was like, what the hell? But, I don't think I saw anything else interesting on the shelf. I stopped at one store that had oh, man. So there was one store I stopped at. It was the store I got the Ben Holiday at. And this place they have a decent selection, but when it comes to allocated stuff, it's just a fucking museum. It's terrible. Let me see if I can. I took some pictures. I'm gonna prove how I can get them over here. Oh, and I gotta show you that one too. That's a funny one. That was in a different store. I found what has to be the douchiest bottle of liquor I've ever seen. But we'll get to that. So they had Stag. I can't tell. 24B. This is probably the only thing they had that was reasonably priced. $150 if you really want a bottle of Stag. But they wanted $180 for Weller Full Proof, $180 for Antique 107, $300 for 12-year, and $100 for Special Reserve. And they had the Jack Daniels twice barreled special release Tennessee Rye, the Heritage Rye, $300. $450 for Jack 12, $300 for Jack 10, and $800 for Whistle Pig the Boss Hog.
Oh no!
And it's just like.
Kind of let them sit there for a while, huh?
Oh, they've been sitting. Yeah, that's all that I got pictures of that I can make out. I just took a couple real quick. But I'm gonna send this one to myself somehow. Yeah. I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed I haven't gotten more people in chat, but like I said, I don't think YouTube's not pushing my notifications, or people just don't care. But whatever. It is what it is. I'm gonna email this to myself. I should know a better idea. Okay. So give me just 1 second here to grab this image from where I just sent it. Like I said, this is the douchiest bottle of liquor I think I've ever seen. Like, maybe the douchiest bottle of liquor ever.
Okay.
It's one of those things that where you're like, okay, so this is, why did that not work? No, you suck. One for that. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know where I saved it to. Shoot. That's not great. Oh, there it is. Photos. Bear with me just 1 second here while I share this picture. I got a transition. There we go. So this one, I think, might be the douchiest bottle of liquor I have ever seen.
Oh, it's got Ed Hardy on it. What do you expect?
Ed Hardy Sangria. It's just like, really? It's like, I think we've hit the bottom of the barrel for brand endorsements.
$9. Okay, there you
go. Yeah. No, I didn't buy any. Man. Because we'll turn off the banner. Oh well. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am still alive. I just wanted to verify I was still alive. But other than that, there's lots of work. Yeah, it's always fun working for the Postal Service in the thick of the election season.
Yeah, I think about it every day, my mailbox. Ugh.
Without going into great detail, I can say the Postal Service is going to extraordinary lengths to ensure that ballots are delivered on time.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Because I work for the Postal Service and I see what's going on behind the scenes and what we're doing.
Yeah.
So every effort is being made to ensure that ballots get where they need to go. Oh, fuck.
It's always just the same flyer every single day, though, that I get.
What's going on?
Uh-oh. And I'm not sure what happened there. Everything okay? Jim, no minors in the studio. Piper Town, I keep hearing about that, but we'll see come a week from Tuesday what happens there. I'm trying to avoid the news at all costs right now. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Holy shit. Bears lose. Bears lose. Hey, Anthony. And the Bears just lost on a tip-tail Mary, so I'm good now.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Neophyte? Also, cheers, Anthony. Yeah, I had a little minor spill emergency there that I had to clean up before all of a sudden I did disappear permanently. So I get for fumbling around with my glass over the laptop. Don't ever do that.
Okay, that was beautiful.
And of course, if
you'll probably see that play later. So,
he's sitting with the dram and a pipe.
Nice.
Oh, decided to drop in before I pull the plug at 9. Feel free. Oh man. So I stopped at 2 stores in Rhode Island. They were both just like the worst. After a long drive from Yuma, Arizona. Completely understandable. He said there was a store that had that weird gin, and that's why she was just awful. Then I stopped at another store that was maybe 15 minutes from where I live, just over the border. The selection was okay in some regards, and in other regards, like they had these weird whiskeys that I have never seen in any other store in Massachusetts. Like one of them was like Cooper's Reserve or Cooper's something or other. It wasn't Cooper's Craft. I know what that is. It was like some weird bourbon from Missouri or Minnesota. Then they had some other sourced garbage. Oh, that's interesting.
Cheers, Mark. If anybody heard a noise, it was probably Tommy D throwing something at his television.
Why is this not? Okay, hang on. I'm just playing around with the back end here. Ah ha ha! Yep, I see Anthony in the background. Give me 1 second to fix this mess. If I can remember how I did it. Let me see here. How do I undo this? There we go. There we go.
Okay.
I'm figuring it out.
Yes. I hope you all are well.
Well, as can be expected.
Doing even better here right now. So.
Well, the Bears lost, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I just watched that. That was amazing if you saw it.
No, I don't give two shits about that team.
I just had it on there. Well, I'm an NFC North guy, so I was hoping they'd lose. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, the Patriots even won today.
Being a Green Bay guy, so yeah.
Wait a minute. Patriots won a game?
They beat the Jets.
Yeah, they beat Aaron Rodgers. Second New York.
I'm fine with that. Aaron needs to be humbled a bit.
Yeah, they're 2-6. Their season's over already.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, Mr. Great Shot.
Well, I thought last week Pittsburgh was going to let me down and lose in their normal fashion, but they rallied and put a little whooping on them. So that was fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a Monday night game tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I should be home to watch it too. I have honestly not watched a game this year. Not at all.
The best part of the Bears losing that way is tomorrow morning when I get to listen to Chicago sports talk in the car.
Oh, I see. Keep forgetting I can't do that.
Mm-hmm. So what is this platform you are using, Jim? It looks alien.
This is the platform that Ben over at Whiskey Uncensored has been championing. It's called EV Mux.
He's championing it? Why?
Well, he was. It started shitting the bed Thursday, Friday night.
Ah, really?
Yeah. Certain connections, some people when they come on can't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as far as I can tell from the back end, it seems to be kind of a mashup of features you would find in OBS and features you would find in like StreamYard or Restream or most other streaming platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Well, please do subscribe, since this is where you'll find me going forward.
Hmm. Well, the format's kind of odd to me, but it's all right.
Are you seeing two?
Yes.
All right, so you should have a toggle at the top that says Studio Mode. If you click that, you'll only see one. The only person who needs to see Studio Mode is me.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking.
Then there's also a toggle right in the middle, very middle of the screen, that will go full screen.
Okay.
Or bring the chat up.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure how to do that.
I don't know how I did it, but I did.
Look at the arrow. There's an arrow right in the middle of the screen, or it's on the very right side.
Yep. I see it now.
Well, I mean, I have the chat on my screen. But I figured how Ben would bring the chat up within the.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oops. I turned the camera on by accident. Let me see here. Anyway. Okay. I got it now. I think.
So I did win a few weeks ago. I did win a flight from Baker Drinks on their Trashtoberfest stream, and I now have worst whiskey I've had this year.
Really?
It's the George Dickel Leopold Brothers collaboration rye.
Mm-hmm.
Just horrible.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
No, I mean, I don't like anything Dickel does anyway, but there's about an ounce here if somebody wants it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather drink Tire Fire than drink this stuff. Let's put it that way.
Really?
Yeah, Tire Fire is 100 times better than that stuff.
Well. So my biggest dilemma is going to be what I'm doing for dinner here in the next 15 minutes.
Not the worst dilemma to have.
Well, no. Why didn't that pop back on? I'm looking at everything else.
Yeah, great shot. I'll send you this if you want to try it, and you can prove it to yourself.
You two can learn the hard way how bad this whiskey truly is.
Which one is it?
It's the Dickel Leopold collaboration rye.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
crap.
Yeah.
William Hall, cheers.
Cheers, Will.
There we go.
Some people haven't had any Dickel since college. Well, that sounds personal.
I'm not even going down that road.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate George Dickel, but it's not something I'm gonna buy a whole lot of at all.
If that was a distillery that I could live the rest of my life without, that'd probably be at the top of the list.
The problem is it's so hit or miss. Like every once in a while, you might get a bottle of George Dickel that's really good, but other than that, you're gonna get something that tastes like alcoholic Flintstones vitamins. Ugh.
Well, see, I never had those vitamins as a kid, so I relate it to if you have a grandparent's attic, it's kind of like the mothballs in the attic. That smell too, those mothballs.
Well, I will say this. I have a bottle of Dickel, and it does not have that note in it. But I've had many others that have a very strong mineral note, and I just won't buy anymore. I'm even skeptical on anything that says,
Here's
blend
Bourbon
of
Hunter Lake.
Kentucky and Tennessee.
Okay.
It causes instant panic when I see that. Like, ugh. Ugh.
I think the last one might have had any Diclet. I'm not sure if it was Diclet, but it was Barrel Bourbon Batch 30, and it was Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and Wyoming.
What's
And it was a
bad
pretty good
is,
bottle.
yeah, I'm gonna say I have a couple that have a blend similar to that concoction from them,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty darn good. So whatever they did, they were able to get rid of that crap out of there.
Or it might be that whatever isn't there an NDA distillery that's in Tennessee that's doing a lot of contracts?
Yeah, Tennessee Distilling Company.
Aren't they doing some of the Kirkland stuff?
I think they might be.
Okay.
And that was that other huge distillery.
Well, I will say this: the blend that's in this and what's in here is quite the combination.
What's
And
in the glass?
I cannot reveal that.
Okay.
I picked it up while I was in Yuma,
Mm-hmm.
and I was going to wait to open it, but I couldn't. I couldn't. So I'm testing it out.
So I'm pouring the 2024 Heroes 11 Williams.
But I will say it's by a distiller in Tucson, Arizona, and the company's called Whiskey Delbeck.
Ah,
I've heard good stuff about theirs too.
Oh yes, I've reviewed it before. Another one of theirs on my stream, and
what the hell?
this is a limited release, so it only comes out once a year, and I just happened to
Oh, it's a
fall
fucking
upon
screw
it.
top.
Well, now you figured it out.
I wasn't expecting that.
Which holiday is that? Okay.
6 years old. Well, no, because I panicked for a second because I got this. I tried to pull it out and got this off, and I'm like, "Where's the rest of the cork?" And I'm like, "I don't see anything in there. Did it fall in the bottle?" I'm kind of losing my mind for a second.
Hey,
No,
Piper
no.
John, that sounds good. Mesquite salt.
Oh, Piper John, yes, they do. I have that, and I'm not a fan of the mesquite, but that mesquite, that the way they smoked the grain is not uh, terrible. It's not at all. It's nowhere near like the Long Branch. Nowhere near, because they filter it through the mesquite charcoal. The Long Branch, that's horrid. That is an absolute horrid idea for that bottle. I mean, absolutely horrid idea. But that's okay. But they have also, Piper John, a bottled and bond, but unfortunately, you have to be in Tucson at the distillery to get that. And they only, once it's gone, it's gone. The next batch will be out in 4 years. And I hear that that particular bottle is absolutely a killer. So it's a short cycle, just like it is Texas whiskey, because of the climate in Tucson. But it's supposed to be phenomenal, but you have to be at the distillery to get it. So I'm thinking of how to do that. But if I go to Yuma, it's 5 hours down. Then it's 6 hours to Tucson. and then be 6 hours back. So it'd have to be like a spend the night thing. So I'm thinking, but I doubt there's any left.
Yeah. The only Del Bach I've ever had was I got a sample of, I think it was the Del Bach Distiller's Cut from, what the heck was his name? He was always on in the hot buttery rolls. Was it Young Pei Chang?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
When I won a bottle of, I think it was Eagle Rare from him, he sent that sample along, and I think I might still have some of it somewhere. All this time later, it's good. I recall it being a little bit on the hot side, but it's pretty good.
I like this. It's 98 proof, maybe 96, somewhere in there, and it's pretty nice so far. But it's just the neck pour.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, screw caps are fine.
I don't have any problem with screw caps. I just wasn't expecting one on this bottle for some reason.
No, especially. I mean, that's true. You don't expect sometimes that
Mhm.
to pop like that. No.
I also picked up this recently, since Smoke Wagon finally made it to the great state of Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's the younger.
Yep, yep.
Hmm.
I had to ask Ben about it because I didn't recognize it at first, and I'm like, oh, right, yeah.
So let me know what you think. I'll hold my thoughts when
Uh,
you open that whenever.
yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to open that tonight or not.
Well, you only really have what, 3 minutes?
No,
So
no, I'm going until 9. I'm going to hand off to or is he starting early tonight? Yeah,
No, I think Mike's starting at the regular time.
no,
yeah,
he's
he's starting
starting at his regular
early
time.
time, so I got another hour.
Okay, but let me just say, it was like, I'll keep my thoughts to myself on that, and I will say it is not bad.
Yeah, this one's 56. It's essentially 57% ABV. I'm just happy Smoke Wagon finally made it here. It took a while. I mean, I understand
Yeah.
why.
Well,
To
Hanging's in
complete the trio.
Phoenix. Hanging's in Phoenix, and yeah, Tipsy Whiskey. I forget about him, but I don't think he's in Tucson. I think he's also up
Mm.
around Phoenix. I know some people that'll be going there, and it's just you try to figure this out and go, oh, but I'd hate to send them and it not be there. And if I knew I could buy it and they would hold it, but would I be there in a week, 10 days, or a month? That's the other thing.
Mhm.
But overall, with the expressions I've had from Whiskey Delbeck, I've been quite satisfied with them. They've not disappointed at all, especially for a malt. Especially for a malt, and with the climate that they have in the cycle. And I do know on the bottled and bond. I had to think for a second. They did use full barrels, not the half ones like they generally do in Texas. They used full barrels. And I do know that the Angels took a lot.
Mm.
Yes.
Well, very dry climate. Yeah, you get a lot of
Yeah.
evaporation.
Yes, the Angels really liked it.
Angels drink almost as much in Arizona as Z-Man does.
Almost. Yeah. And same thing with Z-Man. He's up there too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I read he was in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to jump out and give me a middle finger for saying that.
Yeah, Piper John, they picked a good one in that to like. That's for sure. They picked a good one.
Where's that distillery located in Arizona?
Tucson. Tucson.
Okay.
Now, somebody here picked it up, so I don't know if it's Southern Wine and Spirits, but it will start to be distributed here. But of course, not the distillery only stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at one time, when I was at Total Wine here, I talked to the manager and I told him about it. He looked it up, and some stores have it, but they don't have it here. But we were talking, and that's how I knew that there's now a distributor. And he may have told me, and I forgot,
Mm-hmm.
but he did say it was picked up here and it's going to be distributed. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Because Bardstown has been back a few months now. They were gone for almost 2 years here.
Yeah, that's something else that finally made it up here. The Bardstown releases. Starting to see those all over the place, and happy for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I didn't buy any of those is because I really don't know a whole lot about Bardstown, and I didn't want to buy something that was going to be crap.
Well, the 11 and 12 are good. From from the people that I have spoken to, but their prices jumped up. So they're about buck and a half, $1.60 a bottle now. When I first started buying them back, Disco 2, 3, 4, they were $1.19, which I thought was a little high, what, almost 4 years ago. But they were good. The only one I've never really tried was 3 because I just couldn't find it. And I think 7 was the last one I was able to find. So I think they're on 12 now, and then they have their collaborative series and so on and so forth. And I've not had those, but I really liked Fusion when they came out. I have a few of those. As a matter of fact, I would, I'm pretty much most all of them I liked, so I have a backup unopened there. But when I did my Gone but Not Forgotten series, I went back into some of those Fusion and Discoveries. Ooh, they're good. And some of them, time, time has done them very good. Very good. A little time in the bottle.
Hmm.
Yes. Anyway, be a party pooper. I'm going to pop off. It's 5 here. Got to get something going for dinner. And then unfortunately, it's that W word thing that comes to
play. I hear you.
Yeah.
And 0 to 30 hours will be here before I know it.
Mm-hmm.
So, being that I didn't stream, and I was home in time, but to get a thumbnail going and get out there to get people get notified, 30 minutes, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna review this whiskey. I was really thinking about it on the way because I have 5 hours to think, 300 plus miles while I'm driving back here. And I thought, yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do that. Well, by the time I got everything in and unpacked, and I'm like, do the thumbnail, get it out. What do you have, 15 minutes? And you're running. Like, no, I don't like to run like that into a stream. It's not like I'm organized, but, I was like, no. I said, the old pinch hitter will be in here, I'm sure, and ta-da!
Yep.
and I know he wasn't even thinking about me streaming tonight.
Oh, I was. I mean,
oh, please. You're talking to me. Nobody thinks of me.
No, I mean, you usually go on Sunday, so I waited for a while to see if you put a thumbnail. When it got to be about 4 o'clock my time, I'm like, all right, if he hasn't put one up yet, he's probably not going to.
No.
And if he did, I would have taken mine down. I'm not going to step on the regular's toes. That's not my job.
You know that you are more than welcome to stream anytime. There's no rules or who streams when. It's you want to throw out a thumbnail and you want to bullshit, you do it. Period. End of statement. I know some people have steadfast rules about that, but you know what? If I feel like streaming on a Friday night and Trevor's streaming, I'm going to stream. My 5 people will come and watch me regardless. That's the way I look at it. That's just me. If I feel like it, that's what I'm going to do. And heck, I may do an impromptu stream. Maybe during the average drinker stream. I don't know. Maybe drums and dram. I don't know. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I want to stream, I stream. But I am going to start looking at a new platform. I'm really going to give StreamYard a go, but I don't like the $45 a month price tag anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that to me, I understand a price increase. It's been the same price for almost 4 years. Is it $25? But it worked for me. But now that they jumped up to that, I got to see the features, the benefits. What am I getting for my, $15 more that makes it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Because
I think this platform is $25 a month.
Yeah.
Or 20 if you pay. I think 20 if you pay by the year. I'm just using the free plan, which is why I have that crap in the corner.
So I haven't looked better.
Yeah. If I can fix this.
But what I'm just saying is I'm really looking.
I can be on Whiskey Tube and still be in witness protection yet.
Because I've even had people who have emailed me or texted me and says, we'll chip in if you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, because I don't do giveaways and raffles and so on and so forth and things of that nature. It's because I like to do it. But I've had plenty of people saying, hey, I stopped supporting, Stream A and Stream B and Stream C because one, you can't get a word in edgewise, and two, unless you super chat, they don't even acknowledge you. Well, they have a huge audience on some of those shows. Huge. Well, that's not us. That's not us.
Yeah, there are certain streams that you will try to have a message in chat, but it looks like a slot machine running. It's no knock on them for being popular, but that's what happens.
No. But the 30 or so I have on a night, give or take, they like the interaction that we do. When you're on or Jim's on, and we're all just sitting around chatting about a particular whiskey or the Bears losing. It's that interaction. You just don't get that in the bigger rooms. Not that there's anything wrong with them. Oh my gosh, Whiskey Tornado just did a thing. Bardstown 12 review.
Yet.
And we were just talking about it. Just popped up on my thing there. But I'm just saying, so people said, hey, look, we'll PayPal you, we'll Venmo you, and I'm like, appreciate it, thank you, but right now, no. They're like, well, we don't want to lose you or whatever. I'm like, where am I going? There's other platforms out there, but I got comfortable with StreamYard because it just worked.
Yeah.
I like Ken's platform, but it's too quirky for me. It's just too much going on with it, so.
Doesn't he need multiple computers to run it, though?
Oh, God. Yes. And it's just, yeah, I don't want all that. Mm-mm. I want this. Go live. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think people like Piper John and Mr. Great Shot and Will Hall and, who pop in, Bourbon, all of them in general, Donald Rance and them, Tater Dom, who come over. It's just for me, it's an easier platform. And this might be worth $25 a month. I don't know. I got to look into it. What do you get for $25 a month? Because that's pretty much what I budget for my stream. I spare no expense.
You pay it monthly $25. You get
hey, $60 savings is $60 savings.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly.
They take the logos away. That Power EV Much logo goes away. You can have up to 12 people on screen. Full Pro Scene Builder, logo, backgrounds, overlay, slideshow. Pre-recorded streams up to 2 hours. Unlimited streams. Multi-stream for destinations. You can record your content. With the free one, it only records like the first 2 minutes or something, and then it cuts it off. 20 gigabytes of storage.
Mm-hmm.
2 collaborator seats, co-hosts, and transcription.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I have to look at it, and how will my few little intros transfer over, and like I said, $15 doesn't
I forgot about that.
make me or break me, but to me, just for the sake of argument, $50 a month to stream. Sorry about the vulgarity there, people. Don't run away from Jim's channel.
Yeah, I forgot that the free tier for this for this platform. Limit your streams to 2 hours, 2 hours a stream, and 30 hours a month. So, yeah, I'm off at 9 o'clock whether I want to be or not. Not unless I start a whole new stream on another platform because that's my 2 hours for the day.
You know what, John? I'm going to look into that because yes, they do, but they do. But I have to look into it. Like I said, so now I'm looking at my options. I paid the money for this month. Like I said, it's not going to make me a bright bean, but it's just the fact of the matter.
But as far as I know, it's uh, 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 very limited in functionality. Like basically, you can go live and stream to people, but you can't bring anybody in. You can't do any kind of transitions or show any pictures. It's just a very basic. I'm here on a camera. Hello.
Yeah, and I still like the interaction. Hey, Piper John, have you tried anything from Seattle Pipe Club? Because that's what this blend is, the Mississippi River. And I had it in a jar for a year before I even dived into it. I picked it up at the pipe show in Vegas last year. Holy smokes. It's really good. I know it's Virginia forward. I think just a bit of Orientals and a smattering, just a smattering, like a few little sprinkles of Perique. But I don't know if that's in your wheelhouse. But anyway, but yeah. So the last couple of weeks, talking to people via email and text and stuff like that, they're like, they've been supporters of certain channels for a while, but well, you know what? I went to Sutliff and got some, either you call it Rustica or Rustica, straight. And then I got about 2 ounces. Yeah, 2 ounces of straight Rustica, and then 2 ounces of dark fired Kentucky. And boy, that's nice every now and then to add a pinch of that to some red or bright Virginias, just to give it that little extra thickness to the smoke, the earthiness to it. And I just did some, not this weekend, not last weekend, weekend before. I was at the pipe show. Somebody brought out a tin of Rattrays, 3 noggins, that was 35 years old, and popped the top like a can of Pringles, and it was magnificent. Magnificent. Another one. Sorry, don't mean to take over your stream, Jim.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. Rattrays, Halloween. Wow, I was surprised. That's a nice blend itself. Really nice flavor. Straight tobacco. Maybe a mild, very mild topping casing on that blend. And then I have 3 or 4 tins coming of the Sutliff's Pipe Force 3. They did a series, and this is the last one in the series. So, anyway. So, great shot. If it did, that's because it was an aromatic, and that comes from some of the chemicals to get that flavor. It can do it. But also, depending upon the tobacco, like a Perique, Oriental, yeah, it can get you. And then if you freight train it, yes, you will learn the hard way, just like I'm telling you. But go to Country Squire, and they have a few blends there, and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on it because I have it sitting on the table. It is a very mild English with a slight topping, and but it is really, really nice and no bite. No bite. Because I have a couple blends here now that, and originally they didn't, but they beat me like a red-headed stepchild, and I had to take, a couple of days off to get everything reconnoitered again. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna pop off because I'm gonna go ahead and get something going for dinner. It's just gotta do it. So, but anyway.
Nice seeing you, Anthony.
All right.
Yeah,
good to see you all.
Anthony, thanks for hopping on.
Yes, sir. Catch you guys. Everybody in chat, have a good night. See ya.
Working my way up the proof chain.
Would you pour the smoke on it? Oh.
Nope. Okay. This is another Bottled and Bond. This is Old Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Bottled and Bond bourbon. And then I'm either going to pour the pepper decanter bottle or I'll crack the smoke wagon. We'll see. Should have done it when. What the? Oh, I know why. Actually, we don't even need this anymore, so I can back to the dynamic. Because now that's not over your face anymore.
I'm no longer in witness protection anymore.
No, I was just trying to. I was just trying to have you not get teabagged by the EV Muck sign.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
Well, I'm thinking about it. I would like to raise a glass because the man who's essentially a great uncle to me. He was my grandfather's adoptive brother because my grandfather was adopted. I'm not going to get any further into that than that.
Okay.
He passed away yesterday morning at the age of 93, I believe.
Hey, that's a good run right there.
Yeah, and super nice guy.
I got one, but I want to raise one to your grandpa's brother, and then I got one that I want to throw out there too.
He worked for Raytheon for years. May he rest in peace.
Yep. 93 years old, man. That's a good life right there.
His name was Norman.
Okay. One I wanted to throw out sometime this weekend kind of got me is Phil Lesh.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Hey, man, he made it to 84, and he was still playing bass yet.
Yeah. I have a CD of his somewhere that I picked up randomly back in college because it was cheap, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I called, well, I liked it. I just don't listen to it very often now. I'm not sure where it is.
Yeah.
But I think I still have it. But yeah, yet another of the Grateful Dead gone. Village. Yep. The man who wrote Box of Rain.
Which the backstory on that is pretty heartbreaking too.
I can't say that I know it.
If you watch one of the the series on Prime, the Long Strange Trip, he wrote that song. He was going back and forth every day, an hour each way to the hospital because his dad was dying of cancer. So this was way back in '74.
Yeah.
That he wrote that song. Yeah, my mom and I share a birthday. It's this coming Wednesday. She will be 80.
Glad to hear it, Piper John. Yeah. I last saw Norman at the lunch we had after my grandfather's funeral, and he seemed okay. He was definitely frail.
Mm-hmm.
But he was okay. Apparently, he kind of followed the same path my grandfather did. He just didn't linger as long as my grandfather did, which I think is a blessing.
Oh, thanks, Piper.
Happy birthday early.
Yeah, this coming Wednesday.
Oh, happy early birthday.
That's what I'm saying. I share a birthday with my mom. She will be turning 80. I'll be turning 51. She'll be 80.
God bless her.
They're putting up with us 4 kids, yeah. So, and for Wisconsin, it's been down around freezing most nights and about 45, 50. All of a sudden Wednesday, because my parents haven't gone in anywhere. If we've done anything, it's been outside since COVID. So we go to my brother's house for a cookout. It's supposed to be 76 on Wednesday, so it'll be perfect. We can be together outside. Yeah, my sister has UC, and she doesn't have much of an immune system. So my parents' house has been kind of the safe place for her.
Sure.
So none of us go in there anymore. So Christmas, we show up at the door and exchange presents at the door, and then we turn around.
Mr. Jiggs. What's up, Jiggsy?
Jiggs?
Oh, I forgot about that one. I stopped at a gas station too. That's sort of on my way home from work, depending on what route I take.
Mm-hmm.
And they have liquor and they have whiskey, and they have a little shelf up on the wall, up above behind the counter that has their good stuff. They had a bottle of Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. I think it was $300, $200, and I'm like, hell no!
Just a pick.
Oh, it wasn't a pick. I don't think it was a pick. It was just it was a single bottle. At least they only had one bottle up on the shelf. I'm assuming it was just a regular single barrel proof rye release. Shame I can't get more people to sit on it.
Oh, okay.
Kidding.
Every time I hear sit on it, I think of the opening of Happy Days.
What?
You watch Happy Days as a kid?
I've watched Happy Days, yes.
You know, there's all of a sudden there's that sign that says "sit on it," like opening credits.
Oh. All right, so we've got about a half hour left before I send you over to Livewire Whiskey, both by choice and by force, because I only get the stream for 2 hours on this free 2 hours when I use this platform, the free tier of this platform.
I have to see all by force. Damn.
which is fine because I wasn't going to I swear I'm not drunk. No, Ossifer, I'm fine.
Yes.
Which is fine because I wasn't going to step on Mike's toes anyway.
Just let me lay down. You can draw my outline with this chalk here.
But yeah, other than that, I just can't believe it's almost Halloween. We're gonna blink and it's gonna be Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yep. I'm just seeing. After all we've been through, I just can't wait for a week from Tuesday, or a week from Wednesday, I should say.
Oh God, I'm so tired of this election cycle. Ugh.
Literally, I'm getting so much junk mail that I don't even break it in the house. I walk it to my outdoor recycling bin that rolls to the street. I just throw it in there.
So there ain't no recycling bin. The front door is not for you.
Well, I've got the mailbox. I live on a half block, so there's a post out in my front yard that's got all the mailboxes for this street. I just don't even bring it in the house. Just straight to recycling. There you go, Jigs. It's early, maybe later. I don't know. Just kidding.
Anyway. All right. Easy. Jeez. Yep, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's why the postals we're at the over here at the postal service. We're doing everything we can to ensure that everything's on the up and up, and we're getting all ballots where they need to go because we don't want to be the ones thrown under the bus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think everyone will be thrown under the bus. It just not the postal service.
Yeah, that James E. Pepper bottled and bond bourbon, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like that holiday suffering, a lot more though.
Okay. I haven't had any of the Pepper 100 proof bourbon. I've just had the bottled and bond rye when it was still the 4-year MGP yet. Those were good.
I don't know that I ever had any of the bottled and bond rye when it was still MGP sourced.
Yeah, those were 4-year MGPs were really good bottles.
I have a store pick of the bottled and the 4-year rye. Mm-hmm. That's their in-house juice, and it is fantastic.
Every time I see that decanter bottle, I think of what is it? The Godiva chocolate liqueur has the same bottle.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't noticed. I do know I need a clean glass. So I'll be back momentarily.
Piper John, I tend to agree with you, especially in that 7 to 12 year bourbon. I love that MGP around 7 to 12 years. It's awesome. Oh, you got whiskey on the casting couch, too. Nice. And sorry for having to see my ugly face on screen to everyone. That's why I'm not a good host. I'm a guest. I'm not a host. So. Jim, all that. Who's the one that said that? Oh, Jim. The hell are you, man?
How you doing, brother?
Oh, there you are. Okay. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Not bad at all.
I don't appreciate the
Packers won
insight.
and the Bears lost on a Hail Mary, so I've had a pretty good night. So
Yeah.
you see that play?
Yes.
Well, I just literally jumped out of my chair here. I'm like, Bears lose, Bears lose.
Well, I watched the Arizona Dolphins. I'm a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
I watched that in the bar. Oh my god.
I'm going to say, if you watch the early games today, if you bet on football, you're an idiot.
Yeah, there was some good fucking games. Yes, sir.
I mean, the Ravens lose to Cleveland. What the?
Yeah, that was
I mean,
nice.
I loved Rodgers losing to the New England. That New York Jet dumpster fire. Yes.
Hey, hold on. Let me mute my YouTube. Come on, bitch.
And I don't think the Yankees have much of a chance. So.
Nah, they're getting their asses whipped by the fucking Dodgers. And I'm a fucking Yankees fan too.
But the other night, man, I'm not a fan of either team. I like watching it because I like watching good teams that have the high priced players, so you know you're going to get good baseball.
Yes, sir.
But how much did that Freddie Freeman remind you of the Kirk Gibson home run?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and that grand slam.
Yeah, on the first pitch.
I would have never thought about that. And a walk off grand slam with
Yeah,
that.
I still remember that Kirk Gibson home run. I was talking with my dad about that yesterday. It was so much like that. No, he's got Miller Lite. I've got my good old
Yeah,
Budweiser.
I got half a bottle of Buffalo Trace, so I'll be out here eventually.
I got my that I got last week.
Yeah, that bottle's fucking delish.
What's the 24 one?
Oh,
Little
I haven't
Piggly
tried
Wiggly.
that.
It's hiding on the bottom shelf for $22, and I was like, okay, I bought one. I mean, it's good. I'll probably buy quite a few more. But nobody here is going to find it on the bottom shelf. So,
No, I found mine at a grocery store.
yeah. Thanks to Bill, I've still got my big old. I've got the big handle of the 23 yet.
How much was the big handle?
$35. This is from Houston, though.
Well, that's still a good fucking deal, you know?
Yeah. 35 for handle. Yep, all day long.
Yep. Don't tell me
The
twice.
first, the first 750 of the 23 I got from Emmenecker, and I literally killed it in 3 weeks. It was so good.
Yeah.
And I got what the hype was about.
Don't gotta ask me twice. How you doing, Jim?
Hey, Z-Man, I'm good. How are you?
All right, man. You know,
Glad you found the link in the text.
trying to stay out of fucking trouble. Yeah, I pay attention, you know.
I'm too broke to pay attention.
Mm,
Ew.
no matter how shitty I get, I still kind of look to see what the hell's going on.
Who's the one Kevin and not Kevin? Ken and JD were talking this morning about Cam doing a heavy sherry, and I'm like, I think I did her once. Hey,
Yeah, I didn't get on there. I think I was, I don't know.
I was sitting in chat before the Packer game. I didn't jump on there.
I was doing grocery shopping. I didn't go to. I went to the restaurant around noon.
Yeah.
Had some drinks. Had some shit.
They were drinking that travel exclusive Speyburn, which I wish I could try. But I'm like, I put in chat, I'm like, I don't have any Speyburn, but I'd have to drink a Miller Lite first anyway. So.
I got some laundry rolling right now. I'll have to get it out here in a little while. I got the San Francisco Dallas game on. Any idea who's going to take that game? It's in San Fran.
I would think San Fran. Dallas.
I would think the 49ers.
Yeah.
Dallas offense sucks. So what's it?
I like how Jerry Jones is all pissy. Everyone's like, "Oh, they should have signed whoever it was that they brought in for a workout." I can't remember his name now. He's like, "No, we don't need him. He wasn't a good fit."
Oh, Derrick Henry. That was it.
Derrick Henry, and it's like, shut up, you bonehead.
I saw a meme last week when they were getting their asses handed to them by the Lions, and it showed Jerry with all depressed looking at the scoreboard, and then Jerry Jones see a school about to be integrated.
Oh God!
Did you hear the shit that Jerry got into at the beginning of the week during an interview?
Yeah, he wanted to get rid of the radio host.
Yeah. Yeah. He threatened to fire both of them because they're asking fluff questions. But I mean, come on. People want to know what the fuck is going on, guys.
There was the meme a couple weeks ago about the Jacksonville New England game in, or was it Jacksonville New England in London?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I believe.
And
so,
it was the meme. It's like, this is the worst thing we've done to England since the Revolution.
Yeah.
But then I saw a commercial during the Bears game tonight that we're sending the Giants and the Panthers to Munich in a couple of weeks. I mean, we're really giving Germany a buck.
So Jim, I take it you're a New England fan?
Oh yeah.
I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm a Dolphins fan. I've been hating the Patriots for fucking years. So
they stuck it to the Jets and Rodgers, so I'm good.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a news flash. The Bruins beat the Maple Leafs in overtime last night. Go figure.
Yay!
Everybody's seen that before.
What month we in? October?
Yeah, almost November.
I'm trying to think of in hockey. When did the playoffs start? Is it
April?
March, April?
Yeah, beginning of April.
Beginning of April, yeah.
We're on the first week of the NBA now.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's going to be a good season.
Well, the Celtics looked good in their first game against the Knicks. But...
You a Boston fan, Jim?
No, I'm a Bucks fan, but he's probably a Celtics fan.
Yeah, my dad was a Celtics fan, and so I do like the Celtics, and I like Phoenix, obviously.
When I was a kid, I was Bird and McHale. Those were my two favorite players.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I love Kevin McHale. Probably one of my favorite episodes of Cheers, too, where he was counting the bolts in the Boston Garden and got too tired to play.
You know, that was the era when it was Bird and Johnson, you know.
I hate to say it, that's the era where real men played NBA.
Yes.
It's not the same anymore.
No, you're right. It's not.
I mean, you had guys like Rick Mahorn and Rodman and Lambier, and I mean, NBA could be violent at times.
Yeah.
I
mean, crying out loud. Bill Lambier. We had a video game called Bill Lambier's Combat Basketball.
Yeah. Man, that Bad Boys team, man, they were nasty.
Yeah. And they would fight, and they'd get up, and they'd fucking keep playing the damn game.
Imagine going post game and just hanging out with Robert Parrish, though.
That'd be cool.
That's a tall ass dude, man. Holy
dude,
shit.
that just
you know, he's so tall he can reach down and pat me on the top of my head.
Just freaking passing a pipe around with the chief.
Piper John, I have not had that bottle. I haven't been able to find it.
I haven't found one yet either.
Well, look who finally showed up. Where have you been, Mike?
Hey, the Broncos won?
Yeah. I don't know. I went to the restaurant, had a few drinks, ate some food.
I know the Chargers beat the Saints, and the Saints have lost 6 straight games now.
But I've heard good things about that bottle. I can say that much, but I
That's
have
what
not
I've
seen
heard.
it.
There's 8-year-old turkey. How can it be bad?
Yeah, exactly. Now, something else I saw recently online is that apparently Wild Turkey has filed a new label with the TTB that appears to be them bringing back the age statement on Wild Turkey 101 permanently, so it'll have an 8-year age statement.
Are we ever again going to see a product for somebody's 70th anniversary of their job?
Yeah, for Rizzle, my Dizzle.
Just think about that. Somebody's been at their job for 70 years.
Yeah, I know, right? Pretty wild.
"70 years and your grandson even works there now."
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Nope, that's awesome.
How old's Jimmy?
Hey, 90. Jump in for 5 minutes. I gotta go back to dynamic now.
Early 90s.
What's going on there, Michael?
Hey, Mike. I can hear you.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Mike.
You're loud and proud, brother.
Hey, I'm back in witless protection again anymore. That's awesome.
Sorry. Nothing I can do about it.
Oh, God.
That's the best I've ever looked.
Yeah, as I said earlier, John's getting teabagged by the EV Bucks.
Hey, whoa. It's a little early tonight for the teabagging stuff.
Yeah, that's going to happen on Livewire.
Huh? What?
Mike's like, what?
Oh,
when I was in college, Wild Turkey was 8 years old, stated, and was $8. Well, $7.99. It was our sports bottle. OGD at $5.99 and $6.99 was our go-to bottle. Man.
My dad told me before I was born in 1970, he got really violently ill hunting in Wyoming, and they had a bottle of Old Granddad, and he would never touch it again.
Whoops.
But you can get the bonded for like $16 and the 114 for $21.
I like the 114.
Oh, Mike, I love that bottle.
You really are getting teabagged by that thing.
Yeah, I know.
Why does it keep going in and out of your mouth,
John?
Because I'm the purple people eater.
Because John's stuck in the corner and the logo is animated. There's nothing I can do about it unless I pay for it.
Well, we wouldn't want you to pay for it.
Yeah, you should never have to pay for it, Jim.
Yeah.
Just give you access to my StreamYard, Jim, and then you can stream on yours. I need to put up the link in mine. I'm multitasking here.
No problem.
I like the hat.
Yeah, you like my hat? Frankie was super excited about it.
I saw the picture on Facebook. I like that.
Yeah.
I happen to do that a lot too. So.
Oh, you gotta label it, Mike?
Do I gotta label it?
No, what the fuck am I thinking of? A label for your live.
Yeah, it's been up all afternoon.
Yeah, it's been up for a few hours now.
No, I got to put the link in chat for StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Eve Mux? Is that a new one?
This is the same platform that
Ben's been using.
Yeah, Ben's been using Whiskey Uncensored. I decided I'd give it a try because I didn't have the patience to try and fool around with OBS and Video Ninja tonight.
You know, you can do StreamYard for free too.
Yeah, you can.
You got like this religion against StreamYard for some reason.
I don't hate StreamYard. I've used StreamYard. I just wanted to try this because everyone seemed to be all excited about it, and it's interesting. It's kind of like I said earlier, it's kind of a mashup of some of the tools you would find in OBS and some of the features you would find in StreamYard.
Oh, very cool.
That being said, it's a little bit clunky.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Streamlabs Studio too. It's a little.
Yeah, that's the one you can't chat in line. You got to chat on a separate device. Or if you're on a phone, you got to use a second device to chat.
Oh, I can't remember. I just know that like when you highlight something, it doesn't move people out of the way. You have somebody getting teabagged in the corner. Like StreamYard just kind of makes the easy button.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Z-Man, but I'm looking at the wall to your left, and all I can think of is the phrase Dan Marino must die of gonorrhea and rotten.
What?
You can see
He's
that.
got all pictures of Dan Marino to his left.
Yep, they're right here.
I'm just thinking the Ace Ventura lines.
Anybody else think Dan Marino is super overrated?
No, not. Oh.
Did you say overrated?
Yeah.
Okay, that's like saying, do you think John Elway's overrated?
John Elway had 2 Super Bowl wins.
There's a lot of players that don't.
John Elway carried. John Elway had 7 Super Bowl attendances.
There's a lot of players that don't have rings, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're just saying it. You're
it's
not
just
playing
the host
in the
job to get
NFL.
teabagged
Just
by this
saying,
thing.
he threw for a lot of yards, but didn't win a lot.
All I'm going to say is the one thing I don't miss about Dan Marino are the Christmas isotoner glove commercials.
Marino's
I even got my lineman isotoner gloves for Christmas this year.
Yeah, a lot of. He
God, I hate that commercials.
Well, hey, I'm going to go get ready real quick. Jim, hopefully you pop in for a few minutes. I didn't know you were alive, or I would have popped in earlier, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah. For some, I don't think YouTube is pushing out notifications for this channel, or at least not consistently.
No,
I think Piper John got one, but I don't know how many other people got one.
I'm not seeing shit on your channel, Jim.
All right, I'll see you
I'll
guys.
try and pop in for a few minutes.
See you guys.
All right, see you. We've got just under 10 minutes left before StreamYard before EVMux cuts off my nuts and throws me out the door. So
Z-Man, if the YouTube would have pushed one out, you would have seen shit on the channel.
Right. Yep.
Hey-o.
What the hell?
I don't know. And now that Mike thinks that Dan Marino's not a fucking good dude, come on now.
There's enough players who haven't won championships.
There's a shit.
I'm just thinking of Ace Ventura now.
Yeah, that's where I got that. Dan Marino must die of gonorrhea and rotten hell.
It's none of your personal business, Dan. I don't think you stay out of my personal affairs.
Lace this out, Dan.
This is the worst hit to hemorrhoids I've ever seen. But that's my favorite scene in the movie is the black guy going, draping his stuff. What the hell? Anyway.
I just love the second one where he tries to back guana.
I don't remember that. I know I've seen the second one at least once. The only thing I remember the second one is him getting birthed out of the fake elephant's ass, or the fake rhino's ass.
He was like, I forgot where he was, but they were serving him back guana, which was bad shit. Yeah.
Yeah, him getting birthed out of the fake rhino's ass and the tourist being like, oh! Horrified.
Just a normal Sunday night on Whiskey Tube.
Oh, yeah. But, excuse me. I think if we get anything else interesting to talk about.
Who the fuck is the head coach of the Cowboys now?
McCarthy.
Oh, God. Oh, Mike McCarthy. Yeah, he's still there.
Till the end of this season, but he'll be done.
Well, they keep showing Mike Zimmer.
He's a defensive coordinator now.
Yeah, isn't he the former head coach of the Vikings?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Robert Saleh, the former head coach of the Jets, is now the offensive coach for.
Yeah, he was in Green Bay the other day.
Green Bay. Green Bay hired him. As like an offensive assistant coach or something.
We were just dying. You imagine Rodgers' face if the Packers run the table, won the Super Bowl, and Saleh got a ring and Rodgers did.
That would be awesome. That would be the only situation where I would be happy the Packers won. So much Rodgers shit himself.
It's amazing. They keep losing, and Rodgers finds someone else to blame every week.
Oh, yeah.
And they've gotten worse since they fired Saleh, so go figure.
Oh, my God. There's a fight ensuing in the game. The referee just fucking threw the flag. Let's
What
see who
game?
gets busted for this. The game that's on right now, man. Come on.
Oh, Dallas 49ers.
Oh.
Yes, sir. There's like a group of fucking, I don't know, 40 dudes
Oh, Jesus.
huddling the ball. See how this fucking plays out. I'm not gonna like it when it's the Dodgers. Dodgers win the World Series. Oh my god.
Wah.
Yeah, shut
So,
up.
in case you didn't see him earlier, man, I picked up some bottles recently. Smoke Wagon has finally made it to Massachusetts. I picked up the a Desert Colt because it was cheap. And I picked up a bottle of Holiday 6-year soft red wheat bottled and bond. This is pretty good.
I'd like to find a holiday. I ain't seen shit out of those bottles. I think I will eventually.
Yeah, eventually, I'm sure. I was surprised to see the Holiday make here. I thought I was going to have to go up to New Hampshire to get it. And all of a sudden, oh, hey, there it is.
What
Right.
state
5-minute warning.
What state are they out of?
Holiday is out of Missouri, I believe.
All right.
Yep, Missouri. And Smoke Wagon is out of Vegas.
Vegas. I see the Smoke Wagon all the time.
Yeah, it took a while to show up here, and I understand why. I've seen a lot of things where Aaron Chepanek explains his methodology for distribution, and it makes sense. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just happy it finally showed up here. I just wish we weren't getting gouged for the uncut unfiltered. Like I've seen it for $73.99 and $80 effectively. I'm like, no.
Well, that bottle's never been fucking cheap, man.
Really? No, that's fair. Yeah, I suppose.
It's never been cheap.
And I think I saw the small batch for like 45.
Yes.
50?
Yeah, it's cheap. And there is a Halloween bottle. I haven't seen it yet.
I'd be surprised if we got the Halloween bottle up here, but
it's just kind of cool to have. The label on it looks really cool.
yeah. I mean, even on the Desert Colt, the label's pretty cool. It's got all the vines and everything.
What's the proof in that? What's the proof in that bottle, Jim?
56.98, basically 57.
Okay. Tasty or no?
I have not opened it yet. I might crack it over on the live wire if I show up over there. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to open it tonight or not. So let me say now, before I try saying it later and get cut off by the timer, I appreciate everyone who showed up, both in chat and on screen.
Anytime, Jim.
Right on, brother.
No idea when I'm going to go live again. I'm trying to find opportunities to squeeze a live in here and there. I figure it's only going to get more difficult until after the holidays because road haul dealing with everyone's holiday shipping and holiday packages.
Yeah.
But
well, thanks for putting up the stream, brother.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to provide a good lead in for a live wire, but no one showed up. I think I had like 8. I think Kilko had more viewers than I did, and he's playing a video game. Is anything wrong with that?
YouTube's doing no notifications on your shit.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. And you are subscribed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Not happy about it.
As soon as you change your channel name, I'm subscribed. What's the name of the new channel?
Pinch Hitter Speakeasy.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. And I'll look at my subs. I'll look at my subs and see what the hell is going on with it.
A little less than 2 minutes. I'll probably wrap this up within the last 60 seconds.
Yeah, just leave it on for a little while.
No, I mean, it's gonna force. I can probably keep the back room up, but it's gonna force. it's going to force end the live at 2 hours because that's the limit for lives on the free tier. It's 2 hours at a time, 30 hours a month.
Well,
Mike's going live in a minute and a half anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We hang out for a little bit and then go to Mike's stream.
Yeah, the countdown's running on Mike's. So.
Yep, that's what I said. He's got like a minute and a half.
Which I have it muted because I can't stand that
right.
song. It's so loud too.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, thanks to everyone who joined in the chat and on the screen. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit the bell so you know when I decide to go live again. Until next time, this has been the Pincher to Speak Easy. And don't forget the password.